T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
Shake it back! Does that feel good? Yeah.
What's up, shaking bakers? Stevie Jackson here. Lyle, eyebrow burn off, driving down the road in a motorhome looking like Barnett. Shake and bake show.
I'm here. I mean, we're live from the cockpit.
Woo-wee. All right, as most of you folks know, this is a really busy time of racing year for us. So some of these episodes are going to be in inconvenient places. They're going to be loud. Sometimes the audio is not going to work. The next 4 weeks for us are absolute racing nirvana. But you're going to get Lyle driving down the road. We should have sold the windshield to that thing to fake Newton. So thank you guys for joining. If you did not see anything on our social media today, I am live from Lights Out 97 in Valdosta, Georgia, Georgia Motorsports Park. And Lyle was supposed to be here, and it looks like he's live from I-75. Lyle, what's up, buddy?
Well, I'm in MacFab Mobile. Tommy Kirk and the guy. Yes.
Yeah.
I would do it, but that'd be frowned upon while driving a 90-foot rig down the interstate. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We have the abilities, fortunately, thanks to Tommy Kirk, who the originator of MagFab beadlocks, to beadlock wheels on site. We'll do roughly 30 sets this week. So if you're in attendance at the race, absolutely come by and see us and check it out. We take wheels from non-beadlock to beadlock and ready to run down the racetrack in a matter of an hour or so, right there at the racetrack. So be sure to come by and see us. But yeah, we got a late start. That's typical Barnett fashion. And I'm actually on 95. I'm fixing to stop at the Blue Beacon and get that double Mayo throw down on the wash job. You're going to roll into South Georgia at Lights Out. You got to look good.
100%. Yeah, you got to be. If you do not, I'm just scrolling through some of Matt's nerding that's happening. If you don't let the car look good, it will not respect itself. It cannot win.
That's exactly right.
So that's good. Most of these events like this are a marathon, and they start about Friday before the event. And it's been 100. I put in 100 hours since Thursday. Like by the time you pull in here to one of these deals, if you're ready to do it, you're absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, 100%. But you're just tuning this week, right?
Yeah, old Brokeneck Jackson's still not cleared, and the Nazis in NHRA snatched my license for now. So I am tuning. It's a weird deal for me to come to a radio race and just tune, but it's kind of fun. So we got two customers here. We're working on Timmy Meisner's RVW car with the Charger, and then brand new, fresh out the chassis shop. Fired it up at midnight last night, 30, and trying to get it to quit leaking so we can haul to the starting line. Our favorite corn farmer, Super Corn of America, Chad Henderson with the Buick. We got us a new Chuck Ford supercharger strapped on the Buick, converted that thing from nitrous oxide to LDR blower power. And as any time when you do a new combination into something different, it's an absolute nightmare. So it's been kicking and screaming.
Good. So I'll be in the 65 C10 Warpath, the exact full size truck that ran Andy Mack smooth out of truck racing. We're headed down to Georgia to continue our dominance in the no time pro truck class. I'll be driving it, and on the side I'll be trying to continue to beadlock the world that is South Georgia Motorsports Park right here in Valdosta. So.
Yeah, when you see the Warpath running, I'll probably be over there grinding on your wheels. So don't go get your wheels beadlocked while Warpath is actively going down the track.
We're going to teach you how to weld and cut wheels this week.
Ooh-wee, I can do it. If you want to tear it up, I can do it. I might not be good in sticking it back together, but if you want me to tear it up, I can do it. So who you gonna whoop on this week? Let's clarify back to the Warpath and the pro truck. Who is in the radar of folks? Who you worried about? Get on it again. I don't know if y'all can hear that man pedaling, whatever that is out there. Who's on your
Yeah,
radar?
you know-
Folks you're worried about, and who do you absolutely not give a shit about?
We need to circle back to guys pedaling on Tuesday afternoon. But
You hear that thing?
yeah, so Ray Morton, who is actually a teammate of mine, Pete Harrell builds a motor in Ray Morton's Maximus truck. He tunes both trucks. And Ray's got a fast hot rod. So he'll be my stiffest competition here. I'll be honest, man, and those guys are probably going to give me some shit, but I don't really know any of the truck guys. Other than driving the truck a handful of times, I've actually never lost a race in it. I think we've won, I don't know, 2 or 3 or something like that. That is the only time I've ever driven it, and I've won every race we've been in it. But Ray Morton, by far my stiffest competition. We went to the finals at this very race last year, and I won by like a truck nose in a pedal fest, which was pretty cool. But so other than Ray, I'll be honest, I don't really have anybody else to worry about, I don't think. But you never know. There's some sneaky backwoods built in the barn. Stevie could be tuning one, and I don't even know it. So never know.
No, I'm not working on any pro trucks. I do like that
good.
class though; it's really cool. But I'm not working on that.
It's just such a divide between who's fast and who's not. Like
right.
in RVW, you know, they're the top 16 will be. If there are 16 trucks in the pro truck class at South Georgia, they'll be within a couple seconds. So it's just, you know, it can at times be tough to watch. First couple rounds can be kind of rough. Although we do chip draw, so Ray and I could draw each other first round, and it could work out to be like that. But anyway.
So if you guys have a pulse in the motorsports deal, this next month is going to be absolutely treacherous. We got a bunch of questions about Courtney in chat. Courtney's actually traveling here. She'll be here all week. We didn't bring her on this show because we have so many shows to do coming up. So normally we do this deal every other week. With the amount of racing that we have going on, we're going to bring Courtney. I've got a couple of shows that I want her definitely on, so I'm trying not to wear her out. She's a great addition to the show. We're going to have some other guests. But basically, to break down our next month, first of all, we're at Lights Out. I'm at Lights Out right now. Lyle's on the way. We're going to talk about Lights Out, who's hot, who's not, who's fluffing over here in the radial tire part of the world. Next week is the World Series of Pro Mod, which is kind of what appears to be the pinnacle of 8th mile door car racing right now. So next Tuesday, we're going to be back on air again, talking about upcoming World Series Pro Mod, Lights Out 97 recap. And then the following Tuesday is Gainesville. It's the Gator Nationals. It's the opener season of the NHRA Pro Mod series. I have some tremendously red hot NHRA Pro Mod news to drop. Like, I'm trying not to let it slip out. I want to talk about it so bad. So this coming Tuesday or the one after, definitely dropping the bomb on some NHRA Pro Mod hotness. And then the following Tuesday, we'll be on live again if you guys aren't sick and tired of me and Lyle talking about what happened in Gainesville. So the next 4 weeks is going to be pretty awesome. We're going to have some pretty fun guests, and it's going to be fun. If you've never been to Lights Out, this race is an absolute war of attrition. I mean,
yes.
Wow, you've seen it all down here too. I mean,
yeah,
from the good, bad, and ugly.
I've been. Yep, and the guy that just pedaled it coming by, I'm assuming you're somewhere around 100 feet if you're with Timmy.
Yep.
The guy that's pedaling his shit on a Tuesday afternoon is going to be one who loses the battle of attrition because he is already pedaling on his shit, and he's got 5 more days of potential pedaling opportunities that he may not get to experience should he continue to pedal on a Tuesday. So,
I have been many times had a fast race car and wore the damn thing out for eliminations.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's, you know, if you're a racer down there, I understand you want to get one in the finish line. You're trying to work some stuff out. But if that thing knocks the tire off on Tuesday, it's time to just ease her on down through there. Let's try again next time. Let's not knock the hat off of it before we even start qualifying on Wednesday, which is ridiculous in itself.
We just drug the G-Body up there for T1 ever. And I told Chad on the radio, I said, this thing's probably going to spin. I may not spin, but no matter what, do not step back on the gas. Idle it around. Let me fix it. Go out there and tap your in with a crowd pleasing 131 60 foot. blazed her on down to half track. Went like a 390 to half track, shut it off, went 470. So I told him, if you're in the fours on the first one, that's not too bad. We got to pick up to 131 a little bit. Bunch of questions about Sydney.
I'll be 100% honest with you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Breaking up a little bit. I'll be honest.
Honest.
I'll be honest with you. 131 to the 60 foot is going to be tough to compete in 6.0 index. We're going to have to turn that around.
Hey! I'm coming, baby. We're coming. Oh, don't we got a Buick Grand National with a Chrysler motor, Suburban transmission, and a Ford rear end. How can it know what it's got? Gender identity crisis. Got a lot of comments in chat about Sydney and World Series of Pro Mod. Sydney absolutely would come to World Series of Pro Mod. We're building a new brand and a new product, and we're retooling his program, and we just ran out of time for that event this year. We're looking forward to bringing a specifically constructed outlaw racing car in the future. So we're not going to. He won't compete this World Series of Pro Mod. Believe me, he wants to. That's a competitive joker. But when the next one comes around, this will be the first World Series of Pro Mod that I'm not competing in. I've been to Denver every time they have it, so it kind of is. It's that close enough where I'm getting that itchy feeling like I want to go to the track.
Well, you're always welcome to come down and watch me dominate an old roots blown Mach 1 Mustang that Chip King drug out of his barn.
Ooh, me! Tell us about that deal. What's the updates? What's the testing schedule? Have you guys made any laps?
Yeah, so I have made 0 runs in that car. Actually, Stevie gave me a super quick crash course on how to put a Liberty transmission in gear about 6 or 7 months ago when I was testing a customer's car at Galat. Again, this weekend we're going to go over how to get a B&J in and out of gear just to make sure that I don't go up there and screw that up. I've never driven a car with a roots blower. Never driven a blown car with anything but a dump truck turbo 400 transmission, and I will make my first lap in that car on Monday at Bradenton. Terry Coyle and Justin Carmack going to turn the screws on that thing, and I'll be honest, man, even though it was a last minute deal and kind of something that I just needed anything that I could get my ass in to get there, I've got a lot of confidence in that thing. That car's been fast. It's got the potential to be really fast. And I feel as confident going there in that thing that I can win that race as I do in anything else. So I'm pumped up, man. I really feel like we got a shot. They're pumped up. They've got a lot of faith in me. And I feel good about it. So, we'll see. We got 4 days of testing next week, and then we race. So we'll just have to see what happens, man.
And talking about the hot rod that you're driving, Terry Cole is one of the most underrated crew chiefs, I think, in Pro Mod. You got 2 talented guys working on that car. You got big power. You got CFH supercharger. You have like the right shit there, and we got a hot rod driver. I am expecting that thing to haul ass. What you need to be really successful is we need some cool dry air, and that roots blower will absolutely thump it. So it's going to be fun. You're going to be, you have no problem driving it. It's going to be crazy watching 65 cars try to qualify. And we're not talking about 65 piece of shit race cars. We're talking about 65 folks that win where they go on the same property on a good racetrack, prepped by Wade Rich. Go run for a bunch of money and try to get into 32 spots. If that don't get your heart pumping, you're not a Pro Mod fan.
Yeah, I mean, I fully expect that at some point over the weekend you're going to see some, and it's just the way we are. For $100,000 to make a man do some crazy things, you're going to see some dudes overdrive some cars. You're going to see some tuners take some risks that they normally wouldn't take. You're going to see superchargers off the top of intakes and nitrous hood scoops in there. Like, it's going to be wild, man. It's $100,000 to make a man think twice. And I granted, I don't own the car, so I can't drive it like it's mine. But I told him, when it comes to the final round, I don't care what the oil pressure gauge says. That thing is going in the beams, and we're going to the finish line for 100 Gs.
100%, and that's what they want you to do too. It's going to be good. When you'll see some pedaling on Tuesday at World Series of Pro Mod. Stevie, why aren't you tuning Marcus Burt's car? I didn't even know Marcus Burt was running RVW here, but apparently he's in a Holine car, so they're probably over there turning on the dump or screwing in some overdrive or something on it. So I didn't know that. I'm gonna go over there and bust his balls as soon as we get off the Shake and Bake show. Told me he needs to get another nitrous car and let me trash the nitrous record again. Yeah, you're right. 100,000 makes many tuners, and I think that's true. Death row photo rods or death trap hot rods. Sorry, I can't even read. I'm not too smart. Wants to know what's it going to take to win the World Series of Pro Mod. We've lost Lyle because he's driving down I-95 and has no service. If we're talking about what we think it's going to, dang man, that's a nice angle. You let me go there or there. If we talk about what we think it's going to take to win the World Series of Pro Mod, it's like all these events. Hey, you're back. It's like all these events. You're going to have some spectacular numbers in qualifying, and then the field will settle down about 500 slower than that because you can't race the cars and run them that hard. But
I can't hear a damn thing.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me.
Might have to take it on your own there, Steve-O. I can't hear you.
Oh, man. That's all right. I've been alone in the dark my whole life. The one thing that's very different about the World Series of Pro Mod versus all the outlaw Pro Mod races that we've had in the last 6 months, Snowbirds, U.S. Street Nationals, World Street Nationals, is they're not running radial classes there. And that is going to really change the radial surface, I think. As far as I know, I don't think we're running radial classes there. That's going to change the racing surface compared to what we've had, because what we've had before the last 5 events is you have to glue the track every time a radio car comes out. They're vampires. They got to run at night. They take 70 gallons of glue. So once you get all the glue on there, what you've seen is the last 5 events, the second or third qualifying session is the quickest run for teams. And then as the event goes on, if you look, the cars slow down and slow down and slow down and slow down. And that's just because the amount of glue that ends up being on the racetrack. So World Series of Pro Mod, we're going to have some serious pro modding going on. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be an awesome event. We got Super CE Cabernet Courtney in the chat room. Courtney, do you have any news that you want to talk about? I know you're not on the show, but if you're in the chat, you got anything we need to talk about? Post it in the chat and I'll bring it up. Oh yeah, I like the fact that Eric enters Grudge Racing too. That's gonna be awesome. She kills everybody normally, so when we get her in Grudge mode, I wouldn't want to be on the other side of the tree.
No,
well,
not at all. Yeah.
Did you go through? Did you get pulled over by Georgia State Patrol?
No, man. I'm sitting in the line at the Blue Beacon right now, but
the streaking bacon. Blue Beacon has ruined more 18-wheelers, paint jobs, and wraps than anybody I know.
You think so?
I don't know. Sometimes they be leaving a little streaky.
Have you talked about my grudge race with JR on Friday night?
No, we were just talking about grudge racing. So somebody said it's going to be awesome to see Eric in a grudge race, and that's why I say I wouldn't want to be on the other side of that tree. But let's talk about that, because then after that we're going to lead into Farmer Fran, because I got somebody. I haven't even told Lyle I'm going to destroy some Farmer Fran activity in a little bit. But let's talk about that. What I heard is JR Gray's going to turn you upside down and spank your ass like a baby, is what I heard on the hot seat.
We got some
pool going.
What is that Phil says? A pair of lips can say anything or something like that?
That's right.
I mean, I'll be honest, JR kind of owes me one. I don't know when the last time he beat me, leaving the starting line to the finish line, any of that. I've wore him out in the NHRA legal turbo, in a turbo car. I wore JR Gray's ass out. He beat me on a whole shot in the very first race of my NHRA Pro Mod career in the quarterfinals at Gainesville, and he has not beat me since. So, he can talk all that shit he wants to, but he's got a lot to prove. That's for sure. I'll be in a car that I've never driven. He'll be in a car that they've had several months to prepare for, and I got a feeling they'll come in. They'll be two Janus midgets in the trailer working on it as it rolls through the gates, just trying to get the valve cover nuts and studs back in it. But I plan to do exactly what I've done to JR the past 4 or 5 times I've ran him, and that's crush him to every cone going up and down the racetrack. So
the biggest question is where's Courtney going to be standing on the starting line there? Because is JR going to look like this, or is Courtney going to look like this? Like, which one of y'all? Like, when you go through the stripes, which one of y'all is going to be high and tight? It's going to be good. I told him I'm going to bring enough money to choke a mule. So, like, I told them they ain't going to they used to stomp around and big betting folks, and nobody going to big bet me in a grudge race. I'm taking my man Lyle to the house. I'm starting up a pool for who's going to win the whole race, and I'm picking you.
But, I mean, they did the same thing when you were down and out at the Snowbirds, and we hit him with the back door with old Bluebeard, and then he backpedaled and wanted to bet some little piddly-ass $2,500 or something like that, but that can't be the case this time.
Nope, and that's the thing. And one thing that happens at races like this that pay this much, and you're going to watch really good, really talented teams struggle, is the temptation to really reinvent the world and do a bunch of cool stuff is there. So you'll have teams come out with all these brand new Wazoo motors, brand new Wazoo parts, teams that traditionally run up front because they want an advantage. You're going to see teams that you don't normally see run good, haul ass, and you're going to see teams that normally run good really strike out. You see it a lot at races like RVW. It's the time of the year where everybody's got brand new stuff, and you're going to see who's smart and who's not when it comes to that. Super Boof asking about me healing. So the Skararuski is getting a little smaller. I'm feeling good, man. I feel like I'm 20 again. It took me about 6 weeks to really kind of get rolling over the hump. And then I started, I can feel my fingers and I can feel my feet, and I feel good. I'm getting cleared to go back to the gym in, I think, a week. I have to lift like some old styrofoam weights, but that's something I really like to do. I'm looking forward to that. And physical therapy is going good. I wish I'd have done this a year ago, but as they say, timing kind of, hindsight's always 20/20.
Have you been doing any flying?
Man, I had a snaky, problematic situation. First of all, yes, I've been flying all over the world, so I've flown to Texas and Florida and all this crazy shit. I took Timmy to Alabama last week. I've been back and forth to Chuck Ford's about 35 times. I've flown to get a bunch of Sydney parts. So, yeah, I've been flying. I had a little landing gear issue the other night about 2 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't get the gear down and got it fixed and landed with no issue. But I've been flying a lot. So it's been good. I did not fly down here, so I had to drive my truck. But I was planning on going back home and building some motors tonight, but not happening. Stevie, will you ever run RVW again? Absolutely, man. I love RVW, and I truly believe that RVW is on the way to being stronger than it's ever been. The car count here is good. The people building RVW cars is good. The limelight is really coming back to the class, and I'm definitely going to come back and run it. I don't know when. I got to get a car first, and then I got to be able to drive it. So we're definitely working on doing some of that. Lyle, are you getting washed?
Oh, I'm losing it again.
All right, I just got the thumbs up that the G body is going to the starting line. We have a bunch of folks wanting Ronnie updates. Ronnie, we have been working on it. It has not been the number one priority the last 5 weeks. Getting Sydney's car ready for Gainesville has eaten up a lot of time. So I am working on it. We have parts ordered for it. We're to the point where I got to start working on the engine, and it's ready to be machined and done. And I just got to go make some time to do it. I need more of me. Lyle's done got dropped out going into the beacon. Thoughts on the spread will be at World. Oh, I don't know. Shit, I don't know what the spread will be there. 340s this weekend? Absolutely not. Zero chance in that. The weather's going to be hot in Valdosta and wet. You will not see any 340s, and the field will be a little slower here. Track base looks pretty good. I walked up the starting line for the first time a while ago, and it looks pretty damn good. And yeah, you're right. Pro 275 is sick. Yes, I'm definitely tuning for Timmy this weekend. We as always are not as prepared as what I want to be. There's a lot to be done with that program, but I'm sorting it out, and we'll end up getting it where it needs to be. Don't know that you'll see it all the way there this weekend, but it's coming. Timmy likes to win.
I won't keep screwing this up. I won't keep screwing this up if it drops me again. I'll just let you roll on.
Bull crap. We'll hang out with you. All I'm doing is drinking beer and hanging out at the track. Hey, Lori. So here's our hotel lady to the stars, who I hope booked my hotel tonight, right? So I don't have to sleep on the side of the road. Lori's awesome. No horizontal highway. Oops. Yeah, I gotta be careful with it. It's Noonan Power taking over. I've heard a lot about that. We got some exciting stuff coming down the pipe in Legal Pro Mod to talk about Noonan Racing Engines. Noonan builds a great product. They do great service. There's many.
Guess we should have stayed over there.
Yeah, might should have stayed over there. There's many competitive engine options now. And what I like about what's happening now is we're starting to get some of the engine manufacturers give back to the sport, and that's pretty good. When you make your living here and you help support the and help support the series, then we all appreciate that. Nobody has worse internet than you. If you guys watched the last episode,
no, dude,
show. Courtney's internet is worse than Lyle's for sure.
Oh yeah. Courtney's internet's about as bad as mine is on the side of I-95 here in Brunswick, Georgia.
Anyone coming up for Yellow Bullet? So yeah, there's Yellow Bullet's always a big race. I wish they would just. I know it has to be Labor Day weekend, but it kills me that I can't come to Yellow Bullet because NHRA.
Yeah,
like I would love to go there, but it's forever. Except for I've been to one or two, crashed there pretty good. But for me, I can't come. But I think a lot of folks are going.
Yeah. I had a good question not long ago, and I figured I would wait till here to ask it. And it's this kind of gradual move. Even you're seeing it across the board, even in the small tire stuff. We're seeing guys go away from the radial and start to put the true 10.5 back on, and the 28 10.5 slick classes are coming around. If you were to build a new car, would you have it to where it could cross over to go run some of this PDRA Pro Street and whatnot?
100% I would. The great thing about radial tire racing, and I'm here at a radial event now, and the bad thing is that you get insane performance. Oop, that one didn't make it. You get insane performance, but the track downtime for preparation is tremendously terrible. So then you got small tire slick racing coming back, and you got Outlaw Pro Mod racing that's absolutely on fire. If I'm building a new car right now, I'm building it to do both. I want to be able to definitely be able to do both. Brent, absolutely not. I'm out of the seat till at least mid-season, so I will be there running Sydney Frigo's car, but I will not be competing at the Gators. But I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. We got some NHRA Pro Mod hotness to drop in the next few days. It's going to blow the lid off the world, so I'm definitely excited about it. I can't Google that. Every time you guys tell me to Google something, I pull up some shit I'm not supposed to be looking at on the internet. So, like, when y'all send me all this stuff, I'm not Googling anymore. Last time I went down a rabbit hole when I was drinking beer in the truck stop parking lot. Let's talk about Farmer Fran. Lyle, what is in your business? And believe me, so there's Lyle. He's got gone again. I was going to ask him, what is the one problem that you have in running your business? And I guarantee you, without me telling him, I'm going to tell you what he was going to say. It's shipping and receiving and getting parts. Matt, if I can figure out how to put this stupid thing up, I'm going to put it up. Matt's in the background nerding. Yeah, this is what happens every time I ship a damn part. It don't matter. if it's FedEx, if it's the Ups truck, y'all all suck. Build a better company. Like, get something and like bring it around. Like, when people buy shit, bring it to them. I know it's difficult supply chains right now. The hardest thing that I do is get parts. I mean, so first of all, you can't get any manufacturers to make parts. Then if they will make parts, they're incorrect and you have to buy them 2 and 3 or 4 times. Then if any manufacturer will, so first, if you have the money to buy the part, and then if you can con the manufacturers into building it and selling it to you, all right, then by some miracle, they'll like box it up and ship it within 7 or 8 years. Then you get to the FedEx and the UPS truck. They won't bring it. They lose it. Then you got to con them into building the same bullshit part again. So Farmer Fran is me pissed off because I can't buy any parts. I'm sick and tired of parts attrition deal. I just want to buy parts. Like, all you parts manufacturers, like, tomorrow morning is Wednesday. When you wake up, go build some parts. Build a crank. Build a set of rods. Build a piston. Build some buttons. How about going there and build an ECU? Just get something that we can buy. I promise you, if you'll build some stuff, people will buy it. Matthew, thank you for that, brother, man. Dude, I appreciate that. Lyle, I'm not sure on Bristol in June. Me, I will not. If you see me in NHRA Pro Mod this year, it'll be towards the fall a little bit. I will be there. I'll be running Sidney Frigo's car, but I won't be competing at Bristol in June. But thank you very much for that. So yeah, like, if you're a parts manufacturer and you want to, like, right now, all the people that build our parts are pissed off at me. Go in there and put some stock on the shelf. Get some material. Grind some shit. It's a pain in the butt. I got $250,000 a part on back order right now and can't get nothing to race with. I got to borrow a damn rocker arm because nobody will build any parts. And I know it's because we're backlogged on material, but man, it's terrible. It's tough for all of us. Oh, Courtney's on the hunt. Be honest about what kind of spectator you are. Help me go fast. Yeah, it's so. If you want me to be honest about that, you guys probably already know. I'm not going to be honest about it. I'm taking that off the thing. We're not talking about it. We're leaving that up. We're leaving that off the table. So Route 66. I won't be competing probably at Route 66, but I'm gonna be there. One thing you guys don't get to see me a lot when I'm at NHRA races and I'm not racing, I get to hang out with you guys more. So, like, we're gonna have a fun year. Like, most of the time I'm tuning and driving at the same time. Now I'm only doing half my job. So we'll get to hang out with some of you guys some more. We have a lot of interesting stuff with NHRA Pro Mod, with fan interaction and stuff coming up. And it's going to really, really, really be a fun year. I'm excited about it. Yeah, Mike, bring your youngin' over in Epping. There's more Googling. I've never been to Epping. I've never been to New Hampshire. I know y'all got maple syrup up there and lobsters or something, but I've never been up there, so I'm looking forward to it. I know it's normally cold up there, and I see everybody with a hoodie on. And if it's cold and you got a hoodie, that means the hoop charger is going to be running good. I hope that wasn't Chad that just smoked the tires. I'm going to have to pick up my weight and Lyle's weight. See if I can figure out how to. Oh, look, Matt already got my number 2 beer counter. So that's what's going on in Stevie J world. We are actively selling for 2024. We're hunting an NHRA sponsor, so we can come back full time. We're running Sydney's car. We got Timmy and Chad here, and it's really, really going to be a fun year for that. I've got a lot of news on the KTR business front to drop in the next week or two. I can't talk about it now. I got aviation news to drop in the next week or two. I got race car stuff. Whatever. I think Jody had this in the cooler next door. So I go up in Chad's cooler, and somebody asks what we're drinking. I go up in Chad's cooler, and I was like, all right, I need some beer for the podcast. They're like, we don't have any beer, so I had to go bum some from Jody. So I'm not a beer snob. I'll drink any kind of beer. No, we didn't. Yingling, the marketing team at Yingling are very successful at ignoring us, but we're definitely working on it. It's gonna be good. I don't know if y'all can hear that on my mic, but nobody's going on a racetrack. We'll see what old G Body Special does in a little bit. Yeah, basically, drinking my culture is kind of like drinking water. I've been getting a lot of contact about Scrotum, the Scrotum guy who's got his Scrotum. Keeps talking shit about me on the internet about wanting. He doesn't want to race. He just wants to talk about me, so I'll talk about him. Just keep running your mouth, and you're going to get it. Ultras are men's White Claws. That's pretty much true. So keep talking shit and calling me out. I ain't had nobody call me out that didn't wish that they didn't yet. So we'll see. What's up? Thank you, man. We appreciate it. That means a lot. And thank you guys for the merch purchase. I don't know if you guys seen our automatic hole punchers that we're making, Matt. We got any of that stuff we can load up on there? But the new KTR shirt's badass. The new KTR hats are badass. And we got automatic hole punchers for most of your favorite caliber if you don't live in a liberal state. I like it fast hats, and Lyle's got some badass beer money stuff too. The full timing no fuel shirts and hats, like the hat that I'm wearing, is probably one of my favorite shirts that we've done. So you guys that that are buying merchandise, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. It really keeps us going. Like, my goal every year is to sell enough merch to buy enough diesel fuel to put in a truck. So like when you guys buy that, it really gets us to the races. Annette, be nice. Be nice. I'm actually still clocked in at work. So Chad's letting me put the fuel system in his car, drinking beer. So I don't know if that's too good. Yeah, I guess that's who it is. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Ho Prep cars, but I think he's been saying that we're slow or something, or I'm slow. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There's nobody that has or ever will be on that show that I will not destroy in a drag race. So I don't know how much more I can clear making that. He's picking on me because he knows I can't get in a car right now, but we'll see. We'll see if he wants to race as soon as the doctor clears me. Like I said, I ain't had nobody get on me yet that I couldn't get off. Courtney, I might get Courtney on here. Hey, Courtney, post in chat if you want to come on. I'm gonna send you a link. Since Lyle's internet's from Walmart, Dollar General. If you did your hair and want to come on for a few minutes, we'll talk about it. So Shakedown, I'm not sure. Hey, yes, send me an application. I'm trying to hire 25 people. So if you're a car chief, if you are I don't know if I'm looking for a top fuel spared like that crewman, but if you're actual top fuel car chief, send me an email and we'll definitely get definitely talk to you. Nitro car in the future. If I brought a nitro car back out at weight again, that'd be pretty good. You know, everybody's still 400 or 500 off where we were running, but they're getting closer. Just wash the hauler. Paul, I got you, baby. Yeah, if you want to do that, come down here and wash this thing. Yeah. Chase, if you sent me, I got a lot of pushback on this, and let me talk about it in a little bit because I don't want you guys to think that like I don't read your resumes. If you guys send me a resume and it's not exactly what fits our team right now, I don't like throw it away and forget about you. I put it in a file cabinet and actually make notes on it for when we're looking for that type of person. Sometimes we're looking for folks that are entry level. Sometimes we're looking for folks that are mid-level that we can train. Sometimes we're looking for a specific skill set. And sometimes we're looking for hot rod, 20-year, 30-year experience crew guys. And it just evolves around what customer we're trying to service at the time. So, like, if I haven't called you or I haven't responded back, that doesn't mean that, like, you got a shitty resume or I don't want to talk to you or hire you. Just it's in my file cabinet. If I get to a place where it's a good fit, yeah, that's right. I probably didn't say that right, Scott. If it doesn't fit right now, that doesn't mean it'll fit in the future. Our brand is changing. What we do as a business is changing, and that doesn't mean that it won't be, you know, useful in the future. Yep. Trying to see if smells come on. So with that said, we have me and Lyle were supposed to pick winners in all the classes. So I guess we'll hold that up because it doesn't make fun for me to pick myself. But Radio versus the World, I'm definitely picking Timmy Meisner. I know we got a lot of hot rod guys. It's hard for me to pick against Marcus Burt. I didn't even know he was running RVW here, but him leasing a whole line car, Timmy's going to take it to him. Marcus is my buddy. He's my hero. I'm picking Marcus Burt and LDR. Long dong, far outreach, Chad Henderson and LDR, if it'll continue to crank and we can get it to the starting line. And as far as the other classes, Lyle had teed up to pick those, so absolutely have no idea on what we're going to do there. Aside from that, we have Lights Out coming up. We have World Series of Pro Mod next week. And World Series of Pro Mod, I'm not sure if we'll be live down there. I know Lyle will be there testing all week. It looks like Florida's weather is going to be good. Looks like a bunch of hot roddingness is going to be good. And it's going to be an event for the ages. I don't know when the car count expanded from 40 to 65. I don't know that happened. So to start with, just so you guys know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna send Courtney a link and see if she wants to come on. She can do some hashing with me on the picking. So you guys sit tight for 1 second. Let me see if I can send a smoky email here. All right. Oh. All right, we'll see if that worked. I don't know how we went from 42 cars to 65. I know there's a lot more cars that want to come in and run on this type of level, but that's a lot of cars. You got 65. You got 65 folks trying to qualify for 32 positions. Hey, Savior.
Hi.
You're going to see some shit like we were talking about earlier with peddling the deal on Tuesday. You're going to see some people tearing some shit up that normally don't tear shit up. How you doing, CE?
I'm good. Listen, this is how much I love you. I got slippers on, pajamas. I'm packing.
You look better than Lyle.
Well, fair. Very fair. I'm very disappointed that he didn't come back, although my internet struggles may have been worse.
Well, what probably happened is he's actually in the wash bay at Blue Beacon, and there is no service in there. It's a metal building. Hey, John Neal, my man. How about that?
Let me pull the comment.
See, you come on and people start throwing dollar bills at us. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, man.
You're
I
welcome.
miss it when you guys do that, holler at me. So tell me what's going on in Cabernet Courtney world. You got a glass of wine or you didn't have time to pour you one?
I don't have one tonight. I may have treated yesterday like a Saturday night and just I'm on the water tonight.
Okay, we're on the water. Don't look in the chat. There's a comment you don't need to look at.
I mean, it's not the worst thing to be the 5-time champ sister.
Yeah, it could be. You could be like Keith Haney's sister. And then like we would never be, I'd be like, hey, how's it going? You're always looking down on your brother.
No, especially this week. I like all the Grudge stuff that's coming out and Johnny Placino calling her out and all that. I think this is going to be really fun.
So let's talk about the Grudge races that are coming out. So first of all, are there any, you're going to be here tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right. And you're flowing it this weekend or you're spectating it?
I'm flowing it up.
All right. Is there any Grudge racing here? You think anybody's got any balls?
Well, I've been asking for this here final entry list, and then honestly was going to ask you guys some questions in the chat tonight since you didn't want me to come on your show tonight. I'm just kidding. He did. I'm just kidding. Don't attack him in the comments.
Yeah, they'd be like, you bitch.
Yeah, why would you not? I'm sure that there is, but honestly, like I was talking with Lyle the other day on my deal, is like, I'm learning this radio world as I do this flow stuff. I almost feel like I don't do it the justice it should. So I bank on people like y'all to keep me in the loop on what's going on. Well,
so here, I don't know if anybody's Grudge racing because I didn't even know if we were going to be able to get here. A lot of the radio guys, since I kind of quit running radio, don't have any balls, but I know that if I can get Timmy Meisner's car to like go down the track and we can get the G-body down the track, we'll be calling some folks out. I do know there's a bunch of badass Grudge races coming up and World Series of Pro Mod. And some of it's some fluffer racing. Some of it's some real Grudge racing. Like there's like JR and Lyle's deal. That's going to break the internet. Either way, there's no coming back from that. JR has everything to lose. Like Lyle's done teabagged him. There's your first teabag, Matt. Teabag-o-meter. So Lyle's done teabagged him in a Grudge race now. So like if Lyle loses, the worst he can be is even. JR, he goes down again. That's a dark hole to climb out of.
That's that goose egg.
That's a big old goose egg.
I like what this is doing too. I feel the more we do stuff like this and it creates it, getting these records. It's not even just how drag racing was always just the one shot, the grudge race. Now it's getting to the point where people don't forget.
No, and the internet is forever. Hi, Jolly. The internet is forever. And that's one thing. One thing that's different from our generation of motorsports than previous ones. Everybody talks about the golden days. Part of the reason that was golden is because there was no internet. You did not have to wear your failures. And not only your failures, sometimes we all just do really stupid shit. Y'all may not. I do really stupid shit sometimes. And you got to wear it all the time now, which is good and bad. It keeps us honest.
And it builds it up too, though. Like I love reading through all the comments on all these placards Wes has been posting. It's kind of like with Erica's deal, with PDRA and NHRA, like you're creating these situations that there it is. That's beautiful, Matt. Beautiful.
There we go.
But it's making these crossover events, which is cool. And I think we can only just grow from it and even do crossover sports stuff.
For sure. And the investment, like when you go back to Flow, the investment that they're making right now in getting folks involved in our sport, that stuff like that grows. When you get people like, Jim Whiteley jumping back in, everybody thought Jim had kind of stepped out of Pro Mod, back in supporting World Series of Pro Mod. You got Donald Long relentless on the radio front. I've been coming to these radio races for 12 or 15 years. And at the second one, I heard, it's going to be done next year. It's going to be done next year. And here we are. We have a decade of really badass events. It's Tuesday and the place is packed here. Like, you guys don't know this, but like people are doing the golf cart wheelies out there drinking bourbon right now. There's a lot of folks that are invested in our sport growing, and I'm excited to see where it's going.
Yes, Valley. We've got Don O'Neill on the stream doing most of that. And then I've got a videographer coming with me, and we're doing some off stream features for the website for stream filler and stuff like that. So I'm even trying to plan something here with my buddy Stevie and a beer. So we'll see what we get.
I got both. I got meat. Well, somebody said this isn't beer. They said it's a man's white.
I mean, that's like the fit bitch beer. Like that's what I would drink after a marathon.
I have no beer, so any free beer that someone will give me is good beer to me. I'm not a beer snob. And yes, RVW does me in a car. I don't know if we're just now trying to get the pulse of that thing going back. I don't want to kill it yet. I'm going to let it get back strong before I put my foot back on her throat.
Why wouldn't you answer my question?
Because
I was trying to engage the chat, be around the show without being on the show.
So do you think it's easier or hard for me to crew chief a car and not compete?
Well, I don't know, because I've had some conversations up in your science lab, up in your hauler with you, where watching you work, I've talked about this before. I've seen you drive, I've done all the things, but watching you work up there, I come and use your Wi-Fi and use your plug and just sit down. And it was very enlightening to watch like the brain part of Pinky and the Brain start rolling. And we've had a couple of conversations. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, where I asked you those hard questions and you gave me God's honest truth. And so I think that there's two sides of it. And I think you probably even struggle with it. So
I do.
Be honest.
If we're going to like dive off into the honest end of the pond, it's really difficult for me to reconcile between the two of me sometimes. We always say that there's many different personalities in between us. Well, there's Stevie Fast, race car driver, and there's Stevie Fast, tuner. And I love driving race cars. When I was a kid, it's all I wanted to do. Like, it's all there was. I mean, and I mean it. Like, not everybody's like, yeah, chase your dream. 90% of the world has no idea what that means. And when you get people that tell you to chase your dreams, what they're telling you is to enslave yourself into a life of servitude to your craft. It is what I do is and if you're close to me, you know this. It is a soul-consuming, full-time, selfless, destructive path that if you get on the wrong side of it, it'll tear you apart. And if you stay on the right side of it, it's the greatest thing ever. And the line between that is so fine, and it's so easy to fall off. And you do. I mean, you go astray. That it's hard to do that. So when Stevie Fast, kid race car driver, wanted to drive race cars, that's all there was. And then when you see behind the curtain, and once you feel like, okay, I can drive this race car as good as anybody on the planet, you realize the talent that it takes to make it all work on the business side. And as I get older, and I'm old now, I keep saying as I get older, when I got old, the business side of it and the running the car behind the scenes intrigues me as much or more than driving. It is really hard for me not to be in the seat. Like everybody keeps asking me here. I've talked to 100 fans. When are you going to get back in the car? I'm getting back in the car. The lure to do it is not as much as what it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, because I can go out there and I can drive as good or better than anybody on this planet that drives today. And I'm not saying I'm like the best or nothing. I'm saying I'll go up there. If you put that bitch in the beams with me, I'm going to make you beat me, and you're going to be good if you beat me. I can't say that yet about standing behind the car. There are tuners that are way better than me and way more talented than I am. And that's what I like doing right now, is I'm trying to step up that ladder and be like some of these folks that are great. You know, when you've worked and raced with Billy Stockland and Phil Schuler and some of these guys for the last 15 years, and you see brilliance, I mean, really true brilliance in what make these things work, it makes you want to chase after that. So like right now, my path is I love tuning race cars, and I've always loved doing it. Everything I've touched as far as running for a customer has set records and won races. But I want to be standing behind the car and do some special shit. So it's humbling and it's exciting, and I feel like I'm at a turning point in my life right now. If you really want to get deep into it,
and that's exactly why I wanted you to be honest. Mm-hmm. I do want to address one of these. Well, it's great. I mean, that's what people. It's intriguing. Somebody asked Stephen Pill, I think, are you stealing? I gotta call this out. Are you stealing Suave's one lap, one beer? Absolutely. D Suave is like my work BFF besides Kelsey. Kelsey's number one. And he's been trying to get us to do something like that, drag racing. And the timing of it is just so weird in racing, because we're not done until the end of the night on this stuff that we do for flow, and it's late and you can't get these drivers drinking. So that's why I think Stevie would be a good candidate for my first shot at like one lap, one beer.
Man, if you damn get me unplugged hanging out with you at a racetrack, we're gonna. Yes, the thing about me and the thing that you are talented at is I will drag the character out of people. I will make you give it to me. So like if I'm bullshitting around and you will not give me the real part of you, I will find it and I will claw it out of you.
That's You're exactly not what I just did to you.
Nobody's gonna bullshit me.
I just played your own game on you.
I know, you just train wrecked me. I'm mad. I'm like, look, I mean, my heart rate's like 180 right now. It's like,
oh no, I think it's amazing. And just think what we're gonna do when I take D Suave's one lap, one beer. It'll be great. That's D Suave's first drag racing call out right there.
It's gonna be pretty. It could be fun. We could have a lot of fun with that. It's gonna be.
He's gonna get a kick out of it. Somebody said that in here. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Man, we got the chat is hot.
It is hot.
Like, I want to answer every one of your questions. When is I would love to have Manny on the show. I talk to Manny about once a week. We'll try to get some of that. Yeah, see, getting the real answers. You see this? I'm not ever inviting you on the show again. Make me talk about my feelings.
This is why you didn't let me come on tonight.
Yeah, I know. And then Lyle's over there done picked up a roadie at the truck stop over there. He didn't tell you the real reason.
He's just kicking it.
Yeah, for sure. And man, if I ever came to dirt track, we would. I know you guys fight all the time, but like I used to love to fight before I got crippled. We get thrown out dirt track. We would not we would not be good there. All right, well, let's talk about predictions. I'm going to put you on the spot because I know you probably didn't done it.
Clue.
I got Timmy RVW. I got Chad Anderson LDR. Did you ever get any promoter to send you an entry list like they should on 2 weeks before?
Yeah, Duck he communicated with me. He had said there was quite a few add-ons since the last one I had, so I was kind of waiting. I wanted to put out a little article for it. So I think I'm waiting a little bit on that, but they're getting better. And let me tell you, this planning with Wes and the World Series of Pro Mod, like any promoters, Victor, same thing this year. Any promoters out there, people working with a streaming or a video company, the more help, the more information, the better. The shows are so much better when you guys communicate.
100%. Like if you are not only a competitor, if you're a crew chief, if you own a team, if you are putting on an event, feed the media something to work with. We want to know what you're doing. If you're scared, you're going to have 500 people at the event and it's going to suck, let's talk about it. Figure out how to do it better. If you're blown away after the event because you made a $1,000,000,000, talk about how good it is. Paul, thank you, man. If you ask some people some questions, they would say that I'm not humble. But that's Chad. That's Chad just did a burnout. I could tell because that's my fuel system. We're going to see if this thing pulls off. I'm sitting a quarter mile from the starting line, but I'm telling you, it's a Buick. What keeps me humble is the failure that happens with success. Racing is very humbling in itself. It doesn't matter how good you are. Look at Steve Torrance's dominating Top Fuel seasons, 2 or 3 years ago. And then I talked to him myself. I'm not talking bad about him. They come out this year and struggled. And they did not run like they wanted to run. And no, I haven't had as much racing success as he has. Racing will tell on you. And a lot of times it's nothing that you did. You can do everything right, and somebody's just having a good year. Luck plays into a factor. Weather, how much sleep you had last night. So no matter how good at racing that you are, you're going to fail. If you're ever good at it, you're going to fail a lot. And that's what keeps me humble. And thank you.
Drag racing is like one of the only sports in the world where you are guaranteed to lose tenfold the amount of times that you win. It's insane. And then we all still do it.
Because we're crazy.
It is.
It's like getting kicked in the. Woo!
Oh, there you go.
Matt, where's the nipples?
Now you look like me.
I know. Look at that thing, boy. Hey, that thing said, there you go. That thing sounded a little more sporty that time. I say that thing might have went 105, 60 foot or something on that one.
I think we may need to screenshot you from that and add you as a third prong, and we can be the three stooges.
You're like, yes, really. Damn, I got all turned around. I don't even know what we're talking about. I already put it on two-step. That thing sounded like I was leaving at 5,000 down there. Can I stream the race? I'm not anywhere near streaming the race. I have no idea how to stream the race. I know it's on Flow Sports, and Cabernet Courtney will be here with the streaming. When does the live stream start here?
Tomorrow. And on the social on Facebook for like Flow Drag Racing, we do a live preview at the beginning of the day, and we always get a lot of action on there. So Flow Drag Racing has got its own stuff now, so we don't get lost in the dirt. Literally, I meant that as a metaphor, but literally.
Thank you, Dominic. I see myself going up the ranks with tuning, just getting your hands on everything. Somebody else needs help with paying. I don't want to say I need to go up the ranks in tuning. I've been crew chief in cars for a long time. It's not that I'm learning how to tune cars. Don't misunderstand what I said. A lot of the people that are tuning superstars, I smash them every single week. It's more about building a customer base. And yes, I want to move up the ladder. I want to someday learn how to run a fuel car. I'd love to run a pro stock car for a season, just to get my hands on it on something that's that competitive. I like sorting out combinations, and that's one reason I've always kind of gravitated to the Pro Mod radial type of thing, is because there's always something new to sort out. I get bored. Like, as soon as we went out with Marcus Burton JR's Gray's car and smashed the nitrous record, like in 2 weeks, and once we both went out there and I got both those cars to run 354, I'm bored with it. Like, there's not that much more performance left. I want to go sort out some new root spoiler car in a Buick. And that's what I like doing. When Billy and I were racing together, I would always say I would rough the drywall in and Billy'd come in and paint it. I like sorting out new stuff.
Somebody asked me on here, what's my favorite car to watch Erica drive? And the Pro Mod was cool, but it tried to light her on fire, and I didn't love that. And that's one of those where you just hold your breath. Like Pro Stock, I'm imagining what's going on and loving the process. But the Pro Mod, I just held my breath and puckered when she was in that thing. But I am more excited to watch her do the 800-inch mountain motor car than I've been in a while. Her career's been pretty steadfast at what she does. And I am so excited to see this. So I think right now that's my answer. Oh, 800.
There you go. The awesome thing about, watching Erica drive different cars, I when she came into Pro Mod. So first of all, you guys that don't race quarter mile NHRA Pro Mod, it's one of the only things that I've ever driven where I literally think about dying before the run.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not scared of anything. I'll jump out of an airplane if it's broke. I fly planes. I'll do anything that'll kill me. I downhill snow ski. I scuba dive. I go wakeboarding. I do everything that'll kill me. But when you strap yourself in something that has no downforce, 3,000 horsepower, and runs 250 miles an hour in 5.5 seconds, it gives you a different level of respect. Erica did great in that thing. They caught her on fire a lot. But when you talk about, a lot, she caught on fire a lot. But she still had the natural talent to do it. If she stuck with it, she'd be a champion there too. For sure.
Yeah, I didn't love that. My heart rate was a little high in the starting line in Pro Mod.
Everybody's asking it's the Shake and Bake show with Stevie and Lyle with no Lyle. So if you guys just joined us or haven't been on here, Lyle is picking up a lot lizard at a truck stop on I-95. And I'm just kidding. He's not doing that. Lyle's at the truck wash and something happened with his internet. He's on the way down here. So he may pop in any moment or we may not see him again. And his wife's probably going to kill me.
Yeah, probably. No, he's out now. It's me and Stevie hour. He's out.
Yes, right. Erica's the Kyle Larson of drag racing.
I'm not real sure what that means.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd compare them two together. I don't know what that means. I'm going to leave that sitting there.
Would I ever drive a sportsman car again? Absolutely. I keep talking with Bo about letting me run his plethora of his barn of cars so that I can get all my licenses back up to date.
Do you like Fig Newtons?
Actually, my favorite fitness snack is those fig bars because I'm allergic to peanuts and things of sorts. So I can't have the regular bars. So I do fig it up.
So I saw this and I posted up earlier. I've talked to John Force personally about 5 times about driving his funny car. And I just always tell him the same thing. I was like, when you get tired of doing that, you need somebody to go in there and show you how to stomp on the gas pedal. I'll do it. And he always looks at me like, this son of a bitch is crazy. Like I done drove a funny car more times than you've been on the earth in days. But nobody will ever replace John Force. It's just not going to happen. But I would love to someday wheel one of them things. For sure.
John Force is the coolest. My gosh. The coolest dude.
All right, what you got? When is that happening?
Oh, here, I'm going to play it this way. I'll pop a link to the event hub in here, and we've got the whole schedule of when each day we start.
Are you going to drop it in the chat?
I'm going to drop it in the chat.
We'll see if Matt can nerd that on the screen. Holy shit! We just got some big cheese coming in.
Oh, gosh dang, we can eat dinner tonight.
Man, thank you. I really appreciate that. And yeah, we told you guys when we started this show, it's not going to be censored and scripted. I've had companies call me and want to sponsor the show. I had a company offer me a lot of money and say, hey, we want this Shake and Bake show. We just got to tone down all the F-bombs. You guys can't be drinking on the damn thing. And you got to quit flipping people off and showing titties and stuff. Don't call me and offer me that shit. If somebody wants to sponsor it and give us a bunch of money to go have fun and do what we're doing, I'm doing it. Otherwise, I'm doing it for free. I've been trying to hire Phil Schuler full time for 20 years, and he won't work for me because he says that then he has to come to work and then I can fire him. So I'm not selling the Shake and Bake show, and Lyle's not either for $20 if you want us to clean up the deal. So thank you. We appreciate that.
I'm just going to text it to Matt. That's probably the best.
Yeah, Matt's probably nerding around right now.
He probably already has it.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, what about the Wicked Diesel stuff? So have you seen the diesel movement in the radial stuff? Do you know anything about it?
I only do because you can't miss it. When you're there and that shit goes down, you cannot miss it. It's insane.
It like when they stage them bitches and black smoke's piling out and compound turbos and shit. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like big trucks, toys, and it's pretty cool. So I like anything that's different. And what's crazy is the performance will be there. You know, they're 20 years behind development, but the performance will actually be there down the road.
Very environmentally friendly for the woke folk.
Yeah, I'm sure. Did you wait till you drive down I-75 to come to Valdosta? Where are you landing? You flying to Atlanta and driving? You're flying to Valdosta. Okay, so you need to go past the track and get back on 75 South so you can see the billboard that's on the side of the road.
What?
I'm going to see if I can get a picture of it. It's awesome. It just basically says Democrats are ruining the world or something like that.
I mean,
And like I was just driving by and I was like, oh shit. Matt told me, he said, don't say the word Democrats on there. So Democrats.
I mean, I feel like you can kind of tell the industry is very non-democrat that we roll with.
Yeah, we're not woke at the Shake and Bake show. I don't think so.
I don't think we're woke in drag racing and motorsports.
Yeah.
There you
Who's
go.
got,
Got a lot of support tonight. See, everybody loves the Shake and Bake show.
Yeah, we really, really appreciate you guys. Matt, what's up? Thank you, Matt. Not nerdy Matt. Matt Gain. Thank you, man. We are getting
Look at that. Stevie needs to tune a diesel for CE.
I don't know shit about diesels except that they get the race car to the track. I'm not saying I couldn't tune it, but I'd definitely blow the heads off that bitch. And no, we're not going to say everybody's like, don't get politically correct. The Shake and Bake show, I've wanted to do this for 10 years. 10 years I wanted to have a deal where we can just bullshit and talk about race cars and drink beer and hang out together. And like everybody I've ever worked for is like, no, this is terrible. It's a bad idea. Now I just don't give a shit. Like if you don't like the Shake and Bake show, go sponsor somebody else. Warren, wherever you're at now, if you'll come here, you can be on the Shake and Bake show. Like just come find me and we'll put you on here now. We do not need Eric and RVW. That's dangerous with Pro Mod.
Erica doesn't have 3 seconds to run RVW, let alone eat lunch.
Right. Well, I do sick week or drag week. So the beginning of Project Ronnie started out is because I wanted to do that type of stuff. And I do. So like my goal, definitely not to competitively race it because I don't care about winning it, running 6 seconds or anything. Like I back up and run 6 seconds. But I plan to do some of that stuff with Project Ronnie coming up towards the fall to the end of the year. I want to do some burnout stuff with it. I love the drag week, sick week stuff. I like the real car part of it. And I like watching everybody. Like if you guys could see behind the scenes what these teams put into like sick week, like, cause I was in Bradenton testing for a week before sick week and watching these teams put in the effort that it takes to go do that. It's really exciting. Like they're serious about it. And I'm not, but I do want to come drink beer and hang out with them.
It would be cool. I think it would be cool to go spectate. I don't know if I'd want to work it. That's a whole marathon.
I'm not putting that on there. Annette has so much dirt on me that she has so much dirt on me, like that I have to be nice to her all the time. Like there's matter of fact, the problem is all of you have dirt on me because I always say Cletus is mad at me because I talked about turbos and helicopters. I don't know if he's gonna invite me back, but I hope to. I had me and Lyle had a lot of fun at La Mullet, and it was a really, really fun event. So I hope I get invited back. We completely totaled out 2 Crown Vics in 15 minutes. So I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know if you saw this. No, the Bahrain deal is if you saw the last Shake and Bake show, that deal's done. You'll have to go back and watch it. I'm not going to dive back in there, but that deal's done, and we're looking to sell for 2024. See, you got anything you need to sell?
I mean, not to be a broken record, but the next 2 races, my whole life is swallowed up by these 2 races right now. We put a lot of work into the production of this World Series deal, so I'm selling that every day.
So, are you excited about next week, or you're scared about it?
No, I'm very excited. I'm excited.
What is there anything that we don't know about that you can drop that you can drop a tidbit about next week?
I think so. Maybe a little. Here's what I'll say. I'll say, yeah, right on. Hell yeah. Thanks, Matt. I will say that we're trying new things. So this experiment that we're doing with Wes is not only a streaming partner of Flow, he's a marketing partner of ours. We work together very much on the editorial side, on the content side. And so we've all been working harder and more than we have to prep any other race. Not for any other reason, just because that's the way the contract was drawn up, and other promoters, this too can be done. We're just trying some shit out, and we're going to have shows. We're going to have openers. We're going to have pieces put in. I think this is what I'm nervous about saying, but we're going to do a pre-show before the race day, like the college game day and the old school NHRA today. And just 4 bitches on a bar stool. Probably those bitches would be me, Mike, Wes, and JT. But try and make this more of a show than a streaming event. And this is the first time we've done anything like that on the drag side. And me going to the dirt races last year was the reason for this, was to try and dream up and build this. So I thought I would be nervous, but what I learned from doing my first podcast the other day, which is not for the faint of heart to run a podcast, mortified by my first one, didn't even want to put it up. It's fine, but it's not great. I am more excited to do this live stuff, and I want to vomit when I record a podcast. That's what I learned this week.
And that's so, like, recording. Everybody's like, how are you so good on camera? I'm not. I have, you guys have laughed at me being a dumbass for so long that I don't care about being a dumbass anymore. And a lot of people are hung up about being a dumbass. I don't give a shit. I've always been a dumbass. I thought your deal was great, and I think you do good. You definitely have a talent for live stuff that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have the stones to do a live podcast. Like, it's right now. Like, what you say is career ending all the time. So, like,
for some reason, my brain just functions better knowing you got one shot. When I had all these plans. I mean, I overplanned too much. Just gotta go.
Your little podcast wall looks good. Hey, Rich Schaefer, you getting the shout out, buddy. Thank you for watching our show, and we really appreciate you. And you guys, like, we see when you watch and when you comment. You guys watching our show, Matt's nerding again. No lot lizards. Lyle, put the lot lizard away and come back on the show. When you guys invest in our show and you guys watch what we're doing and we get the traction that we do it, that's what makes us keep doing it. So thank you guys for liking and subscribing on our YouTube channel. YouTube channel is getting some traction. I know I haven't been doing a lot of videos that aren't around Shake and Bake lately, but spring and fall is murder for me. I worked 100 hours from Thursday morning till noon today. And, like, that's real. That's not like I said I worked, that much. It's brutal the spring and fall for us. There you go, Courtney. Chris wants to get some fig Newtons with you. Thank you. I love fig Newtons.
Why was I not at sick week? Oh my gosh, because I'm about to be on the road for 3 weeks straight. And we didn't stream it.
Yeah, it's 4 for us. Like, it's a big deal coming up.
And this is like a big chunk. I was all excited about NHRA not starting until March.
Man, it's now just piled in there.
Dude, now it's like we used to start the season, have a little break, like get back in the loop, remember how to travel. And I'm leaving tomorrow, come on Monday, leave Wednesday, and then I'm gone for like 12 days. And this is not how to start the year.
So I left yesterday, or I left this morning. I got to lights out. I'll be here till Sunday. I have half a week at the shop. We go to Florida, World Series of Pro Mod, testing before Gainesville, leave the country, go to Brazil, race in Brazil, and come back. And that's stacked up back to back to back to back to back. 3 days home in the next 25. So folks that don't do this, it's
tough.
We need to do a show about all the shit you have to do when you live on the road. Like, a lot of y'all don't think about this. Do you know you can't pack more than about 6 days worth of clothes in a suitcase? So when you're on the road for 30 days, you have to be pretty creative.
I've actually thought about that. Like all these little hot TikTokers who do these get ready with me and how to restock their fridges and all these mom chores. And there's a niche that's open for, like, here's how to freaking live on the road and out of a suitcase and not be a total trash bag.
So that, I'm pretty sure that bet that I did is why I had to have neck surgery. If you guys watch me chop down that freaking tree, that thing about killed me. Like, when my neurosurgeon saw that I did that, he called me and told me I was a dumbass. What about that? What kind of beer? I'm going to buy CE a case of beer. What are you drinking? What do you want, CE? I'm going to send you a case of beer. Can you ship beer?
I don't know. I know you can ship wine. I know that.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. I'm going to drink that much beer tonight. Full show.
You can just go get some Tito's and throw it at the pit for me this weekend.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, here we go. We're going to tackle this right now.
What? Oh.
All right, so L General, Fast Pro Mod, American Soul, quarter mile pass. What you think? Does it count? For what they're trying to do, it counts. They're not competing in that car, and they're not out there saying they're under any rule package. So I heard they're not out there testing and claiming record in a sanctioning body. They're not saying that they got the NHRA Pro Mod world record because they're out there. They're out there just trying to hang their wiener out and have the quickest door car on the planet. So for that, it counts, right? It's not going to count very long, but right now it counts. Got a lot of calls about that, and I'm so close to talking about it. So close. If I could get just a couple chassis shops to put some pipes in a car, just weld one. If you have a chassis shop, wake up in the morning and weld a tube in somebody's car.
There you go.
Can't ship alcohol and liquor. Yeah, we can fly it over there. We need a CE White Claw counter update. Do you have any White Claws? I've never seen you drink a White Claw.
I'm more of a high noon gal at the racetrack, so there's many sides to the drinking that I do. And at the racetrack, like as soon as qualifying's over,
there's many faucets to alcoholism.
I'm an environmentalist, wherever I'm at, it's kind of what it is. When I'm at home, I drink the wine. If I'm out and about, I drink the Tito's. And at the racetrack, we do the White Claws at the Team Elite pit because we're a bunch of basic bitches.
Yeah, we're pretty simple over here too. Transmission picked out for Ronnie right now. I think it's gonna be a 4L80. I want to put a cool transmission in. I don't know if you guys saw Cleater put him a 5-speed Lenko in one of his hot rods. That shit's cool. I may do something like that, but to start with, I don't know that I can. I think I have went way. Everybody I talked to that builds street cars told me that like fast street cars are over here, and what I built is way over here. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to drive the piece of shit with what I built. Like I don't know if 1,500 horsepower on pump gas and a long bed C10 is a good idea. So I'm just going to put something I can kind of put in gear, and then really I want to end up with a clutch and a 5-speed or something cool in it. If you guys have seen Annette Summer, the pink car, she drives that thing around with a Lenko and a clutch, and it's pretty cool. Yep. Yeah, we just talked about that. Yep. Working on something Marty Chance, I think it'll go mad for sure. Yeah, thank you, and we appreciate that, Mike.
I was drinking a White Claw last episode, Chase, at Erica's house. I was fair.
Yeah, McFlurry has a tremendous amount of levers. It's so cool. Like anybody that can drive that shit's pretty good. Old Lenko. Yeah. Steve, where's Haines City at? Where is that at? I don't even know where that is.
Haines City.
Oops, my smoked tires. So far for a Tuesday, I've got cars that went down the track. It's 3, and aborts were at 584. But everybody comes out with new stuff this time of year, and it's pretty good.
And there's so many days of qualifying. This race is wild.
This is the only race that I know of that you have 3 days of testing after you qualify. Like you qualify, then you test, and you qualify, then you test, you qualify, and you test. And I get it, but it's a long week for me.
It is a very long week. Late nights.
Late nights gonna be fun. Matt, can we give something away? What do we have that you want to give away? We can't give away automatic hole punchers because they may win and be in the wrong state. You got anything you want to give away? You want to give away one of the Wallies?
What?
You want to give away one of those Wallies?
No.
I can hear all. We must have made a good run. Everybody's out there hollering. That sounds like they're doing shots.
And I just shipped that shirt, no shit, on Friday. So I think it was Justin. Sorry, buddy. It was a busy week.
All right. Well, I'll give something away. Matt, we can't give away
one, I think. Let me check.
Can't give away automatic hole punchers. What do you want to give away, Matt? That's like, I hate coming on camera. Yeah, we do need. We're going to get Annette on the show. Annette, you want to come on the show in a week or two? The problem, let me tell you the problem with Annette coming on the show. Like, you think me and Lyle and Courtney tell you how it is? Annette is going to come in here and she's going to blow some rectums completely out. This is how many bucks Annette gives. So, like, she would be a great addition to the show.
We'll do.
Give away.
Yeah, we'll give away a hoodie.
All right, we're gonna give away a hoodie. So, all right, I gotta, because like y'all think I script all this stuff and figure out what we're gonna ask to give away free shit, and I always think about it right now. All right. This is going to be a pretty good question. You'll have to be a decent purist to know the answer to this.
A purist.
You'll have to be a KTR purist to answer this. What was the year and make of the first turbo car I ever drove? First person to answer that in chat gets free hoodie. And there's a caveat to it. Because all of you people are going to be like, you never drove a turbo car, bitch. You'll have to pretty much be a damn purist to get that. And there's one person that can't answer the question and win.
Why? Who's that?
Because she knows the answer.
Ah.
Like,
Oh, you
was not an 89 Ford. Nope, not an 87 C10 S10. No, it wasn't a turbo car. I never had a turbo S10. It wasn't a Thunderbird. No. Somebody said no, you didn't. No, it wasn't a 6.3 Pro Mod. No 68 Camaros. Those 72 Mustangs. They make a Mustang in 72, yeah.
Audi.
I'm gonna do 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 do.
Need the music.
We got one winner. I don't know if he's the first winner, but I think it's a he, but we got one. Matt, you don't know the answer to this shit, so I have to tell you, and you have to tell me who answered it first. The first and only turbo car I've ever driven in my whole life. One time, one day, was a Net Summers 57 Chevy.
Hey!
So, Matt, you'll have to look at who answered that. So, we took that thing out there and ran it like men. That thing had a clutch pedal in it. And we went out there and ran pretty good with it one day, but I destroyed it and knocked the whole front end, knocked the whole ass end out of it the very first day we tested it. So, Matt, whoever answered 57 Chevrolet first, send them a hoodie or contact them however you nerd that stuff out. Lyle, did you get done with the Lot Lizard?
Yeah, man. We got the double throwdown. Listen,
you can tell
I need nothing. I need nothing from you.
You're about to get 5 solid days of me, buddy.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I should get paid. I should get paid for this.
Yeah,
Brent wants to know, how was it?
You gonna get your ass
sloppy.
beat.
By who?
Mel Bell.
Listen, don't come up in here
Team
talking
White.
all this. Okay.
Hey, I had to call in what do you call it when you get to pinch the batter, the baseball people where they come in and hit it? I had to call in a jam pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter.
Lyle has no beer count because Lyle's driving down 995, so I'm taking up his slack though.
Yeah. Courtney, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking tea.
Oh, you gonna come in here and talk shit, and you're over there drinking tea?
All right, Lyle, we're
flooded.
deep in enough where we need your small tire predictions. Who you got?
In RVW, I'll take you. I'll take Timmy. In Pro 275, I'm gonna go left field and take Tim Dutton. Limited drag radial, I'm gonna take Tim Kincaid. X275. I'm gonna stick with Kenny Hubbard. He's gonna stay on the streak. Ultra Street, I'll take Brian Keat. No Time Pro Truck, I'll take myself. Thank you.
I love it when you take yourself. You have a conversation with yourself. You're like, self.
Yeah. What else is there? Did I cover them all?
I don't think so. I think everything that's all right. You're gonna pick C, or just gonna say, whatever you guys like.
No, I don't claim to know enough of what's going down in this here neck of the woods. This is what I'm going for. I'm going to learn.
Do you know if Jason Lee's gonna be in RVW?
There was only a few on my list. Let me look. I will write my World Series of Pro Mod guesses down in stone next week, though.
Come on.
There should only be one guess then.
For everything.
Uh-oh. Lyle may be in trouble.
I am. She's not going to pick me. Isn't this cool?
No, Annette says you need to call her. So that's either good or bad. Some fans suggested we got Annette on the show, and I said that'd be great and bad because Annette's going to tell you just like it is, and it's going to be awesome.
No,
Annette, I'll call you as soon as we get off.
We got somebody that's been working on Yingling for sponsorship. They're tired of me. And then Craig, I will be. So I'm finishing Sydney's program to get ready to go test for Gainesville. So as soon as I'm done with that, I will be in Bradenton to spectate or to hang out with you guys or blow anything up, or hopefully I'm going to throw Lyle up in the air like a child in the winner's circle. But I don't know when I'll be there. I got to finish that deal and get it headed down there, and then we'll be down there.
Jason Lee's not on the list that I have, but that does not mean, because I've heard a couple of people say they thought he was going. I'm waiting on my final list from Doug. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get it.
I'm going to suspect he's going to prepare for the World Series and not switch that thing over the radios.
Yeah, and that's tough when it's back to back.
Yeah, I mean, I know of several, or I know of a couple at least that are going to have to switch between World Series of Pro Mod and Gainesville just in legal Pro Mod cars, and that's enough.
Do we have Matt Neil Huff is who won and knew about 57 Chevrolet? Neil, send an email, a screenshot of his YouTube account to Matt at stevefast.com. We'll get your hoodie out. And then who'd you pick? Kincaid and LDR?
I did.
It's gonna be hard to bet against them, but I'm bringing the Buick, baby. Buick.
I mean, I don't want to bet against Chad Henderson, but I had a lengthy conversation with Kincaid this week. We got some magic beadlock stuff worked out. He's going to the top.
So I got my brand new beadlocks on Timmy's car. If you guys don't know this, what I was talking about earlier, like you can't buy anything. So like if you're a manufacturer and you make tires, get up in the morning and make a set of tires. I've been trying to get tires for a month. You can't buy tires. So we got our brand new, there you go. We got our brand new shiny MacFab beadlocks for Timmy's car, but there's no tires on them because you can't buy any. So I had to call and like do some secret hokey handshake shit to get a set of tires. So we're going to bolt them on tomorrow. I hope they fit.
Beautiful.
It's gonna be
I hope they fit. Yeah, me too.
If not, we're going to re-beadlock the world.
Yes.
So if you guys don't know this, Lyle will be on site beadlocking your beadlocks here. He's hauling the magical greatness cheese making factory behind him right now. And if you need your beadlock done, we can do it on site. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at all the proceeds from this live will go to pay for Lyle's lot lizard.
Damn. Lyle, we're not doing that. We're not using the proceeds from the shake and bake to pay for your truck stock bad habits. We're just not doing it.
No, calm down, Hunter Biden. Calm down.
Owner of the shake and bake show. Oh, we had a bunch of people talking about the shake and bake show while you were lot lizarding around, and I spoke on your behalf and said that we're not taking any sponsorship offers from any pansies or bitches who want us to tone down the shake and bake show.
Yeah, no, not at all. Actually, I got some. It wasn't hate mail. I was very respectful in my response to her. And she was mad that her 6-year-old grandson had watched episode 1 or 2. And I very respectfully told her that this is not the show for anyone under the age of 18 and that you should wait and play these back for him when he is older. And she was very kind and said, thank you for being honest.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but you've made it clear from the start. It, is what it is.
Courtney, he'll be in a rest home by the time that he watches these things.
I definitely will be dead with all the hobbies that. So here's a fun topic that's off center. Have any of you tried to buy life insurance?
Have you ever tried it through work?
Right, you probably can. Lyle, you ever tried to get any life insurance? Lyle's back at the damn streak and bacon.
He had to go back for more.
No, man. I used to go door to door and sell life insurance.
All right. Well, so like I've been trying to get some life insurance like the last couple of weeks. I've been turned down by 12 agencies. The first thing, when you fill out a term life insurance policy, there's like 5 questions that they ask you that like is no go. Do you scuba dive? I'm like, yeah. Like, but you don't fly. Like you're not in any aviation hobbies. I'm like, yeah. They're like, but certainly you're not involved in any motorsports hobbies. And I'm like, yeah, no. So if anybody out there sells term life insurance that'll sell race life insurance to race car driving, airplane flying folks, I need some. The things.
My job's much safer than y'all's. I think I'm good.
I don't know about that.
I had many agents say that you're just a little too high risk for us. I'm like, no shit. Life's high
Exactly
risk.
why I'm trying to buy your life insurance.
Yeah, that's the whole
Adam.
point.
That's why I want to insure me, dumbass. Yeah, and then once they get on, yeah, you're right. Once they stumble onto the YouTube channel and watch some of my crashes, they're like, "There's no way." Like, you got a hole in your neck right now. Like, we're not sponsoring you. I mean, we're not damn.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yep. All right, so we've given away some shit. We've talked about some stuff. What do we got in closing? Any other news that you two have?
I'm going for back-to-back wins. I'm going to win No Time Pro Truck, and then I'm going to roll in the World Series Pro Mod. Drag my testicular sack across J.R. Gray's forehead on Friday night, and then go on to win the World Series Pro Mod. That's all I got.
For you folks that don't know what he said he's going to put his ball sack on J.R. Gray's forehead.
Such a graceful way to say it.
Yeah, it's a ball sack. He's going to put his meat wagon on JR's forehead.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That man needs a trailer cutter now. What do you got, C? You got, besides the news, when's our next episode of your podcast?
It's going to be every other Friday. So it's the Friday of World Series of Pro Mod, and none other than, we're going to do it there on site, and none other than myself and JT Murder T Hudson's going to be my co-host.
How are you going to get enough connectivity there with that many people to do that on a Friday?
Because we have this little special internet with the flow truck, and I'm going to hijack it.
You're going to hijack it. Okay, so I would say there's going to be so many people there, you're not going to be able to use.
No,
like right now I'm tethering.
We've got a protected deal through Flow, and then also if I say please enough to Victor, you might let me have the bat cage.
Hey, I have the Batcave password for $399.99. Once you can't get the Flow to work and you're just desperate and running around,
I have it.
$400. I'll sneak you the Batcave password.
It took me till Sunday morning of US Street, but I got it. Good old Gavin came through.
Yeah, y'all want to talk about lot lizards? Courtney's selling herself for a Wi-Fi password.
Damn.
Literally.
Just drop it on out there.
Have too much dignity for an OnlyFans, but need internet.
Oh, wait. The Circle of Death Wi-Fi. Hey.
Listen, everybody.
I'm about to get a text. So, I have no news other than that we're racing left and right and burning the scoreboards down and trying to set all radial tire world records and Pro Mod world records and anything that may be exciting. I'm really excited about starting the NHRA Pro Mod season with Sydney, and I got a lot of eggs in this basket. There we go, flowracing.com. So this is going to be a fun year for me. I get to hang out with you guys and do some behind-the-scenes stuff. And this show that we're doing takes a lot of effort. A lot of times, like when we're on the road like this, it comes off as thrown together. But we put a lot into this, and we really appreciate you guys watching.
For sure,
I do for sure.
Absolutely.
And I'm appreciative to be next on deck when Lyle goes out.
When Lyle's in the lot, when old double L,
Come on!
when Lyle fires off in the double L, I can always got Cabernet Courtney on standby.
I instantly thought no, just because of what's going on here. But I thought, you know what? You say it's a raw show. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Matt, for helping save the day. Thank you, Courtney, for coming on and saving the day so people aren't just listening to me run my stupid mouth for an hour. And next Tuesday, we're going to have post-Lights Out recap, pre-World Series of Pro Mod, where we're going to predict how we're going to pick winners out of 65 cars. I don't know. We got 7 or 8 grudge races coming up at World Series of Pro Mod. If you like me and Lyle and Double C, the next month is going to be you're going to get tired of hearing us talk about it.
It's going to be wild.
It's going to be wild, but thank you guys for watching. Lyle, when are you going to be here? You want to drink some bourbon with me?
Yeah, are you staying at the track or you in a hotel?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I haven't got that far.
I'll be there about 15 minutes before the gates close. Come in hot.
All right, baby. Come on in. I'll save you a parking spot. Oh, look. We got the 11 and 12 counter going on the beer meter. I only had 2 beers tonight. I'm definitely not winning. So, Matt, what's the 12? So I see the 11 one laying down. What is that? A pulsometer or something? I don't know. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you, Double C. Be watching her on Motorsports coming up this week. Lyle, thank you. Keep it out of the lot. Keep it between the center lines, and we'll see you guys on the next Shake and Bake show.
I'll see you bitches
Let's go.
tomorrow.
Later.
Matt, fire up the extra or the whatever you call the opposite.
Shake it back! Does that feel good? Yeah.